Na, most már nem menjen át rajtuk a lövésem. Ez nevetséges. Franco. Franco. Wingardium Leviosa. És menjünk be. Gyors mentésbe és menjünk be. Bizony, én megint.
Can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve.
Lófasz.
There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this.
Rendben. Élvezni fogom, ahogy megöllek.
You're in over your head, I'm afraid. But this is the path you choose for yourself. Tell your father I said hello.
Hát most mondanám azt, hogy te át tudod neki adni, de szerintem nem egy helyre fogtok kerülni. Na, én autumnal akarok végezni. Faszfej. All painless volt a győzelem. Ennyit rólad csak fej. Mik történnek itt? Meg szétbaszunk mindenkit. Oké, autumn. Van már egy lézerpisztolyod is. Na, hadd tegyem el. Még egy egyenruha tőlem. Melyet is ne igazából, 2 elég.
Well, that takes care of that. By now, the Pride should be mopping up whatever opposition is left outside. Let's get this room secured.
Rendben, szerintem mindenki meghalt ide.
Dr. Lee, it's Sarah Lyons. I'm in the control room. We're both here. What's going on?
Mi a franc vagyok itt? Ez idegesítő haver. Ez idegesítő haver, a baj, ne... Jajjaj. Fox, ez nem segít.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws?
Nem, baby. Megteszem. Fox meg tudná csinálni, de ezt nekem kell megtanulnom.
You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
Fox, légy szíves, hagyd abba. Oké, akkor nem mondj semmit. Viszlát, Fox.
Well, friend.
Oké, még mindig lesz. Nem ezeknek a fegyvere megy? Még mindig. Nem is volt olyan fegyver. Akkor mindegy, Fox. Mindegy, gyorsnak kellene. All painless-szel, én ezt együtt meg tudjuk csinálni. Csak nem segít a drámaiságon az, hogy a sávon mindig lelődik. Oké. 21. 6. Ám legyen. És még mindig beadom a gépfegyvert. Ezért nem segít semmit. Már bekapcsoltam, baby. Ez a gépfegyver hang megöl mindent. Remélhetőleg amikor megy a befejezés, akkor nem fogjuk hallani. Ez egy szopás lenne. Oké, Franco elhalkul, dráma jön.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the Lone Wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
És még mindig lövöldödik. No, hogyha nem lennének meg a DLC-k, itt lett volna vége a játéknak, sajnos nem játszhatsz azután, miután megcsináltad a befejezést, szóval szükséged van a Broken Steel DLC-re. 2 héttel később? Ezzel szerintem pusztultam meg? Frankó, nem igaz? És már Focus se lövöldödik. Hol vagyok? Mi a fasz?
Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered.
De ő miért nem jól? Miért nincsen jól?
Yes, yes. She's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough. It's all right, you're safe now. You're in the Citadel. There was some sort of energy spike as the purifier started. You and Sarah were knocked unconscious and brought here to the infirmary. We've been watching over the two of you for days. I'm glad to see it's paid off. Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you. Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you. Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us. Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of
Yay! Igazi lovag vagyok!
Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this.
Franco, Sarahról megkérdeztem, na.
Oh? Have you learned something? Vault 87? Where you found the Gek? We've never been able to penetrate the radiation surrounding that area. This information is invaluable. Well done.
Halál az égből, baby.
My child, you seem to have learned more in the past week than I have in 20 years.
Franco.
As you know, I had my reservations about engaging the Enclave. They did not directly attack us, and I believed we had time. Time to be cautious. Their assault on the Purifier forced our hand. We had no choice but to engage them directly. And once that engagement was begun, we could do nothing but see it through to the end. If they had not considered us a threat before, they do now. So, we have spent the time since you and I last spoke, systematically locating and destroying every bastion of Enclave force we can. Liberty Prime has proven far more successful than any of us could have hoped.
Ja, csak azt hiszi, a kommunistákkal nem megyünk. Na és mi van a víztisztítóval? Baby.
And is managing distribution of the water to the people of the wasteland. If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. He's heading up the on-site operation.
Na, ez viszont egy új dialógust fog előhozni, szóval beszélünk.
She's right here. Unresponsive, but stable.
De vele mi történt, kint volt a izén kívül? Hát mivel bent se volt.
Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
Oké, nem tudtam, hogy van köztünk valami. Viszont Fox, innentől nekem már csak teher leszel. Sajnálom. Sajnálom, de azt hiszem, hogy innentől én nem nagyon szeretném, hogy kövess engem. Induljunk először is, de utána ki vagy rúgva fog. De ezt miért ilyen csúnyán mondom neki? Igen, biztos vagyok.
I'm disappointed, but I cannot say I'm surprised. If you change your mind, I shall be studying in the American History Museum downtown.
Köszi, haver. De miért ilyen csúnyán kell neki mondanom azt, hogy ki vagy rúgva, haver? Eszméletlen a Ribi. Te meg Artemis harcos vagy ki a faszom. De Fox most nekem nem kell, ő csak egy teher, nem tehetek róla, bocsánat. No de. Itt van ez a fegyver a kezemben, Allpain, ez aki egy igazi hős. Leghősebb fegyver a világon, Allpain, ezt nem így terveztem. Megcéljuk ezt is. És én készen állok a következő lépésünkre. Én meglátogathatom Bigsley, vagy ki a faszomat is, ő is adni fog még mellékküldetéseket, így fogok még plusz mellékküldetéseket kapni. Aztán már csak tőle kaphatok. Még 3 darab mellékküldetés van. Lehet, hogy totál téve, de már tudja, csak 3 van, sajnos. 3 mellékküldetés és főküldetések még. Meglátjuk, hogy most hova vezet az utunk tovább. Be a B blokkba, vagy A blokkba, vagy hova a faszba megyünk? Na. Street Dog még mindig beszél, biztos, hogy én mennyire megmentettem a világot. Rothschild viszont idzelent van valahol. Hol vagy te, kurafi? Na, itt vagy, haver. Téged kerestek?
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves?
Valahogy úgy.
Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting? Yes, I believe I can. Step over here for a moment, will you?
Persze, gondolom, megyünk a térképhez. Na, mi lesz a térképen?
I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old